Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to our webinar, The Power of Alumni, How to Shape Your Smart City Career. First and foremost, I want to thank you, our esteemed speakers and attendees, for taking the time to join us today. Your presence here signifies a genuine interest in the exciting field of smart cities. The primary objective of this webinar is to provide you with valuable insights into the experiences and career paths of the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities alumni. By hearing from these accomplished professionals, we aim to inspire and motivate you, our potential students that are considering a career in this field. We want to showcase the skills, knowledge, and expertise that our alumni have gained throughout their journey, and to demonstrate how they have applied this in the real world. Please let me introduce the speakers. Dima Khoury, Operational Expert Engineer at United Nations Geneva. Antonin Vorkaufer, Development Director for Major Urban Projects at Altarea. Parastoo Pashmchi, Doctoral Researcher at SAP Labs France. Marwan Shamekh, Innovation Consultant at G.A.C. Group. Dr. Matteo Caloni, Associate Professor in Geography and Urban Planning at Université Côte and Director of the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities.
Hello, everyone.
Ariana Kalza, Curriculum Coordinator of the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities. And myself, Eugenie Baltaga, Student Recruitment and Admissions Coordinator. The webinar sequence will consist of a 30-minute discussion followed by a 20-minute Q&A session. We highly encourage your active participation throughout the webinar by asking questions in the chat. Please feel free to submit your questions during the discussion, and we will address as many as we can during the Q&A segment. Without further ado, I'm delighted to pass the floor to Ariana Kalza. With her extensive experience in managing the pedagogical part of the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities, she is perfectly placed to open our discussion. Over to you, Ariana.
Thank you very much, Eugenie. And first of all, I'm really happy, first of all, to see all our alumni or some of our alumni here to share the floor with us today and to listen to your experience and especially the career development since the graduation from the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities. When it comes, I think, to understanding the impact and the real-world application of skill sets and knowledge acquired during the program, I think you're really the best source for really for those that are willing to take on the same path. So you're really well placed to tell us everything about your experience. I think that your career path can really inspire our others, like with similar backgrounds and similar aspirations like yours, and who are also willing to delve into the realm of urban innovation and sustainable development. Our alumni, I think, are a true reflection of the global nature of our program. And I think if I had to provide students with the different backgrounds of our students, I think I would say that there are three aspects that I would like to point out. First of all is the diverse array of academic backgrounds, in fields such as engineering, mainly water engineering, civil engineering, environmental engineering, and electrical engineering, as well as other domains such as architecture and urban planning, computer science, environmental science, and management. The diversity ensures an holistic approach to solving complex challenges that cities are facing these days. And I think that the diversity of your background also creates and feeds a discussion during lectures. The second is really your professional background, which ranges from either like very few internship experiences for some young students and to executive positions for more experienced students. So this mix really brings along and enriches the learning experience through cross-cultural, cross-generational interactions and collaborations, networking opportunities, real-world applications, and especially a diversity of perspectives. Third, I think, last but not least, despite all your diversities, cultural, professional, and academic, I think you all share a very common point throughout the different generations, the 7 different generations that we had. And this is basically your unwavering commitment to really creating a positive impact on our societies, no matter where we are in the world. And so, and you're really all willing to contribute, make sense of your life and contribute into more livable and sustainable cities. So I think the choice of our alumni for the attendees, I think the choice of our guest alumni today is intended really to give an overview of the possible career perspectives that you might also considering for your future. And this would give access for future perspectives. And so we chose mainly alumni having a background in, or like a career development in consulting, operation engineers, or operation engineering, urban property development, and research. So I am very happy to hear everything from you.
Thank you, Rihanna. I would like to ask the first question to you, Matteo. As a director of the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities, can you please showcase the skills and knowledge that our students acquire over the course of the academic year?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Eugenie. During the entire semester and academic year, the student will get some skill and knowledge necessary to shape the city of tomorrow, transforming them into vibrant, efficient, and sustainable place for everybody. But above all, the student will understand the place of people at the center of a city. Since, you know, to build a smart city, it's not possible to build a smart city without to form smart citizens first. As future city planners, engineers, architects, policymakers, our students will face complex challenges and that demand innovative solutions. So they will learn to approach problems from different angles, combining their technical skill and expertise with critical thinking. To acquire this critical thinking, they go through real case studies and hands-on projects. They will analyze and evaluate the real-world scenarios facing complexity of a real city today. Through this process, students will develop the ability to decompose the problem and identify underlying factors and propose well-reasoned solutions. Along the different modules of a master program, our students will deepen their understanding of emerging technologies, their integration into urban environment, for example, artificial intelligence, data analytics, Internet of Things, renewable energy systems, and smarter transportation system. We will go through also sustainable development and innovative management. All these skills will allow students to create the cities that are not only technologically advanced, but also environmentally responsible and socially inclusive. So students will learn by doing, by project, by experts, even from on-site visits and from study trips. But knowledge alone is not enough. This program will foster your teamwork and your communication skill as well, which are great assets to engage different stakeholders, inspire other people, and mobilize collective actions. Finally, let me remind you that the journey as a smart city professional doesn't end with this program. In fact, it's just the beginning, because the city of tomorrow will continue to evolve, and so you must be curious, what I can say, and remain at the forefront of a smart city movement.
Thank you, Matteo, for this detailed overview. So now let's give the floor to our esteemed alumni. I would like to start with you, Marwan, since you will not be able to stay with us until the end of the discussion. So you have a civil engineering water management background. What motivated you to join the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities? What were your goals and aspirations that led you to choose this program?
Thank you, Eugenie. Good afternoon, everyone. So I am Marwan Shamekh. I was a student in Engineers for Smart Cities, and my background is for civil engineering, specialized in water management. Why I choose Engineers for Smart Cities? Because I want to have a large overview about smart cities and how to manage the issues that's going on inside the cities, because we just know this, we see the cities as beautiful from outside, but we don't know what's going on in behind. So the Engineers for Smart Cities give me these opportunities to learn and to have like case studies, real case studies, as well also field trip. This is also improved the skills, and also as Professor Matthew said, it's like learning from doing. So these things give me exactly what I was looking for to concentrate the rockets I was like building during the last years. So with the smart cities, with the experience I got from this semester, I built and I justified what I was looking for.
Marwan, you're now working for G.A.C Group as innovation consultant. Can you please tell us about your job and responsibilities?
Yes, before I start just to tell about the job, what I'm doing now, just I want to mention also the field trip. I forgot to mention it just before. The field trip we had for Barcelona, the Smart City Expo. It was the major things for me when I started my new job, because it was my first mission to organize an expo in a session side event in Smart City Barcelona. It was easier for me than the others. So I was involved and I was like able to work on my first project. It was about climate change adaptation and mitigation. And it's about like, I'm currently working in several projects, but one of these projects is like focusing mainly about how like to help the cities and to learn from cities how they can improve. And also like talking about national level and international level. So what I'm working now, the project, one of the projects I'm working on, it's called Protect. It's like it's an international European project. It's funded by European project. And we are like focusing about to learn how we can use the data coming from the Earth observation and to involve it inside the cities to improve the cities for the citizen. And as well, also we are listening one side for the providers, the one who is producing the solution, or who is offering, or like let's say the startups, they're having new solutions in the market, and also the governments, the public authorities, regional, national, or local levels. So we are understanding the needs, and we are like building a bridge between them by creating like a workshop, capacity building activities, awareness. So what I'm doing exactly is like helping and coordinating between the experts and as well like the government. So we are like having buyers, and we have like someone who's selling this solution. So we are helping them to understand the needs. And as well also we have like, today I'm going to kick off a new project. It's related for the how to manage the huge data, the big data inside the cities. So this is interesting. And of course, the skills I improved during my studies at the Engineers for Smart Cities. This is helping me to be involved more and focusing more about the projects related for innovation and digitalization inside the company. So I am also aligned also with what I was doing in the past year, especially in the last year when I was doing the smart city, the Engineers for Smart Cities. It's all aligned, and now actually I'm feeling like I'm able to be like, when I was in the studies, I was saying what's meaning smart city manager, but now I understand, and more I'm understanding. It's like, yeah, it was related for what I was studying, all the field trip we had, and all for all the expertise during our studies. We have exchange with them. Also, this like one word can gave us already kind of information and knowledge. So that's what I'm doing recently.
Thank you, Marwan. We have someone who raised the hand, so please write all the questions in the chat, and we will answer them in the Q&A segment. So, Dima, you were probably one of the most professionally experienced students in your cohort. Head of mechanical department at the time, very knowledgeable and experienced person. Nevertheless, you decided to continue your education. What influenced your decision to change the path and pursue MSc program in smart cities?
Thank you, Eugenie, for the introduction. As you said, before joining the master program, I was the head of the mechanical department in a consulting firm, and my main expertise is in designing mechanical systems in buildings. Throughout my career, I developed a strong interest in new technologies and innovation in the field, and I was always trying to integrate them in projects I was in charge of. For me, buildings are the most important part of the city. Whether it's a new project or renovated project, their proper integration within their surrounding directly affects the behavior and the comfort of occupants, and furthermore, the overall functionality of cities. As a designer and the coordinator in a leader role, the integration of buildings within their surroundings was one of the major challenges that I faced during my career, especially with the fast continuous involvement of technologies in the construction domain. With the time, I realized that the world of smart city is growing rapidly and is transforming the way we design and construct buildings. So getting deep knowledge in smart cities became a must for me and for my career development in the construction field. So to boost my career and deepen my understanding in this evolving field, I decided to join the master program Engineers for Smart Cities. So I chose this specific program because of its well-structured curriculum that delves deeper multidisciplinary aspects of urban development, technology integration, and sustainable practices within the context of the city. This program was the perfect match for my ambitions and goals. It widened my understanding for the smart cities field and gave me the ability to apply the knowledge in practical solutions. I would like to add also that pursuing an advanced master degree after several years of experience, like my case, is in my opinion a commitment to a professional growth and development. It shows the desire to expand one's expertise and stay forefront in their fields and aim for higher responsibilities and roles during their careers.
Dima, you're an operational expert engineer at United Nations office in Geneva. Can you please tell us about the tasks and responsibilities that you handle in your professional role?
So now I shifted my career a little bit. I was consulting. Now I'm an operational expert for a renovation project. My main role is to facilitate the collaboration and communication between the facility management team and the construction team and ensure the smooth transition and alignment of operational requirements within the renovation project. I'm involved actually in the daily activities of the site works, such as technical coordination with all parties, site visits and inspection, testing and commissioning prior to handover. And at the same time, I liaise with the facility management team and I keep them updated about changes occurring in the project so they can have a clear view about the new improvement in the facilities and the future operational aspect. As we all know, in the renovation project, integrating smart technologies into facilities makes it more efficient, sustainable, and well-connected. And that gives the facility management team the ability to monitor and control the operation of building more efficiently. And at the same time, to improve the comfort of the occupant. We can say that this target is one of the main focus of the smart cities, as it may enhance the quality of life of citizens and improve the sustainability and connectivity of the facility with its surroundings. To be more specific about my role, me as a mechanical engineer, I mainly follow up the works related to HVAC system. So as part of my role in the renovation project, I follow up the implementation of new technologies related to the system, such as energy recovery system, automated HVAC control, and other IoT devices. The implementation, this implementation plays a major role in reducing and controlling the energy consumption of the facility. In addition to that, these technologies allow the collection of day-to-day data that can be used to improve the operation of the facility and help reduce more and more the energy consumption. As we all know, this is one of the major role of a smart city. So finally, I can say that I'm an engineer for smart city with a main focus on the operational aspects of building within a city. After all, smart cities prioritize sustainability and reduced energy consumption, and the facility management can help achieve this goal. But first, the base ground must be properly set and prepared. And in my case, it's set during the renovation phases, and I'm committed to work on it.
Thank you, Dima. The MSc Engineers for Smart Cities has a strong collaboration with École Centrale de Marseille for many years. Thus, every year we have students that join our MSc during their gap year at École Centrale. I would like to introduce you one of them, Antonin Vorkaufer. Antonin, what led you to take a gap year at École Centrale and enroll in a Smart Cities program?
Thanks, Eugenie, and nice to meet you. Hi, everyone. So I was graduated at the first promotion of MSc Engineers for Smart Cities. And to be honest, even my English is quite rusty, but I am very happy to be with you today. During my engineering studies, the courses were very general, such as energy, mechanics, mathematics, and so on, data analysis. And during my engineering studies, I wanted to project these technical skills on a specific theme. And to be honest, since my very first stage, I like so much city because city is life. City is just much more than just a topic or a team. So that's why I made the choice to join the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities, and very led by my desire to contribute to a sustainable and citizen-centered city. So that's why I joined the MSc.
Antonin, how does your current role as development director for major urban projects at Altarea align with your aspiration back when you were a young engineer to steer your career towards smart cities?
Yeah, so first maybe some point about Altarea, my current firm. So Altarea is was founded in 1994 by a visionary, Alain Taravella. And today Altarea is the leader in urban transformation in France. And the group has developed a unique real estate skills and development platform covering all classes of real estate assets, such as residential, retail, offices, logistics, hotel, service residences, data center, etc. And this means we can, as a group, respond effectively and comprehensively to the challenge of urban transformation and help create forward-looking towns and cities that are pleasant to live in. So my mission in Altarea is to develop new neighborhoods in different regions of France, so from Paris to a much smaller city. And my job is to manage the different people needed to design an urban project, such as architects, technicians, lawyers, etc., and to define the economic model for such a project. For example, we deliver a very big project near Paris in Issy-les-Moulineaux. It's a smaller city than Paris, but very close to Paris, which brings together 60 housings, offices, and retail units over 3 hectares. And this example illustrates very well the aim of our job here in Altarea. It's to manage a very part of the city in which you can relate many program and many different skills. And to be honest, my main objective and what I say to my team is to develop neighborhoods in anticipation of the future. That's why the MSc is very reliable in that case, and in which the city dwellers is placed and at the heart of the project, and citizen also. That's my job.
Thank you, Antonin. Parastoo, your story can inspire those who want to pursue an academic career. Today, you are a doctoral researcher in data science at SAP. What were your ambitions and objectives that guided you to enroll in the MSc Engineers for Smart Cities?
Okay, hello all. Thank you for the invitation, and it's good to see all of you again. Well, to address your question, of course, there were some personal goals which led me to enroll in this program. But to mention the most important one, I have to say that, first of all, I was always interested in technology and innovation. So the field of smart cities combines various majors with technologies like data science, different engineering skills, and urban planning to create sustainable and efficient urban environments. So I believe that those with a passion for technology and innovation may be drawn to this interdisciplinary field. I also had a strong desire to make a positive impact on our environments. In fact, a smart cities program, or specifically this master's program, aim to improve the quality of life for the residents, enhance the sustainability and optimize resource management, and promoting green resources. So people who have a desire to contribute to the society may be inspired to pursue in this study or in this area. I also believe that this field offers a wide range of career opportunities. In fact, graduates, as you can see, can work in the government organizations, technology companies, consulting firms, or research institutions, or even contributing to urban planning, data analysis, IoT implementation, and the list goes on and on. But in my personal experience, all of these ambitions could be reflected in my professional life by this program on a good level, actually. So if I want to explain how, well, as part of this program, I could join R2M Solution company for my internship for 6 months. And R2M is a pioneer in European Union projects, especially in energy management and energy transition projects. So in my internship, I had a chance to be part of these projects as a project management assistant, and I could gain various knowledge actually regarding energy management and how it works. And this internship was a great opportunity, as it also could help me during my PhD right now that I'm doing it. So right now I'm doing my PhD at SAP and Sorbonne University as a data science, or to be specific, as an artificial intelligence expert. And the SAP itself is a high-tech company, and it is one of the biggest and the largest company in the world. And they offer various products, but specifically in one of their products, they offer an integrated electrical vehicle charging point station solution using renewable energies like PV panels. And I'm working on the energy optimization of these charging point stations with various artificial intelligence methods.
Parastoo, looking back, what were the most valuable experiences you gained from our MSc program that had a direct impact on your career progression?
Well, in my opinion, the most impact that the program was offered, on my career at least, was the courses which are on top in the market. I'm using AI methods now in my work, which I learned as part of this program. And I gained also knowledge in a smart energy course, which was really, really helpful for me to understand how the green energy and how the energy transition works. And also it led me to find my internship in such a great company, R2M, which is also a partner of Emirates. In addition, I really liked the idea that we had lecturers from industry. It means that we could see real projects and how the smart city concepts work in the real market, and how the idea of the smart city can form. And I also have to mention that the program did not forget to grow us in interdisciplinary subjects such as business management. So I believe that if you want to become a successful project manager, it's essential to have these types of knowledge. I mean, addressing and knowing your customers and key concepts in the business, especially in the smart cities, which is really wide, and it consists of various majors. So you can realize how practical these courses were. In addition, in our academic year, I remember that we had students with different backgrounds, so we could broaden our perspective in each team projects. In real life, not all the teams in industry share the same background. So having such a group, in my opinion, helped me to learn how to manage and work with different viewpoints, with different backgrounds, and made a team actually. I myself come from a civil engineering background, but this program helped me to jump into interdisciplinary topics and use my skills in various topics, as you can see now. And right now in my team, even now, we have, which is a software company, we have different wide range of backgrounds from engineering to business to other type of majors. So I was prepared in advance by this program for such experience, and I'm really grateful for it.
Thank you, Parastoo. I would like to come back to you, Matteo. You're in smart city and urban development field for a long time. How have you seen the smart city landscape evolve over the course of these years? What was the vision of the smart city when the concept emerged, and how it evolved until today?
Yeah, indeed, the panorama of smart city changed and evolved significantly over the years. They start in the 90s, focusing on the application of information and communication technologies to improve urban infrastructure and services for the city. By 2000, the advancement in connectivity, in data analytics, in sensor technologies, propelled the smart city concept further. Internet of Things, as people said before, enable city to gather and analyze a vast amount of data, even in real time. So this allowed a more accurate decision-making process. The concept of smart grid and intelligent transport system, for example, gained popularity in these years. And at this stage, Barcelona was the first smart city in the world before New York, London, and Nice. Nice was the fourth in the fourth place in 2015. The concept expanded to include also sustainability and quality of life. The emphasis shifted to the technological driven solution, to the more holistic approach. In the recent years, we have observed another shift towards to the citizen-centric smart cities. The focus has moved from technological development, the deployment of a sensor, for example, to the citizen engagement and the participation. The government and the city authorities are actively involving citizens in decision-making and co-creating solutions. Another example, also from Barcelona, was the co-creation of super blocks. Finally, nowadays, it's important to highlight the case of Paris, and even the following Nice, that are applying the concept of 15-minute city by Carlos Moreno, which is a visionary shift in urban planning, where people can access their needs within 15 minutes walk or bike ride from their own home. By embracing these principles, we can develop cities that are not only they are smart, but also accessible, sustainable, and truly designed for the well-being of their citizens.
Thank you, Matteo, for sharing your expertise. Antonin, as someone with extensive professional experience in urban development field, how have you observed its evolution throughout your career? What are the changes that have occurred up until today?
Well, first, I agree with Matteo about the vision of city during the less than 10 years. But first, when I was an engineering student, I wanted to have an impact in the context of my job. Through my role today, I rediscovered this objective through my position as Director of Development and my place within Altarea, because here at Altarea, the concept of Carlos Moreno of a smart city, a very complex city in which you can find many programs, many different programs. It's the main objective of our intervention in the neighborhood. And today in France and in Europe, the housing industry faces some structural and economic complexity. And if you see cities such as a market, you can find many business model and complexity to be solved, and it's quite enjoying. And in addition to that, my goal today, and my team too, is to identify ever more innovative programs and design avant-garde neighborhood. And the work team are as follows: soft mobility, constructive mode, citizen consultation. And today we can't forget that smart city is not only technology, it's people first.
Thank you. Thank you, Antonin, for giving these insights. With the evolution of the smart city concept, we also witness the evolution of smart city jobs. Ariana, can you share with us how the job market has evolved, as well as the skills and competencies needed to stay up to date in this fast evolving landscape?
Yeah, sure. Well, I think it's, having heard also from each and every one of you, I think it's, we have all witnessed a significant transformation in job market, thanks as this concept of smart cities has gained momentum. I think that among our alumni throughout these 7 years, I think we see an increase in smart city project managers, consultants, business developers, and urban data analysts in different sectors, mainly energy, urban planning in this case, and mobility as well. I think it's mainly the skill sets that are necessary nowadays that have like evolved, and I think more and more interdisciplinary skill sets are required. So like a combination of technical skills, like probably it's been sought like since the very beginning of this emerged concept of smart cities, but more and more also the soft skills, being able, having this communications, stakeholders engagement, and also understanding also the needs of citizens. I would also say data analysis and interpretation also of data, because this will help, especially when working with governments, in helping them in using like data-driven decision-making processes. And I would also say an expertise in sustainable development more and more. If before it was much more like a priming on technological skills or technical skills, nowadays like having expertise in renewable energy, like having a broad also vision of renewable energy, green infrastructures, climate change adaptation, circular economy concepts are very much sought for. And then I would also say something that's come up, because seeing how smart city initiatives are financed, mainly coming from either the EU or from public public agencies, it means that this combination of public and private partnerships is also like a very strong skill that is really necessary these days, like really being able, having professional skills with this understanding of the regulatory frameworks, but also how to leverage this cooperation, and being able also to find and to put together a group of stakeholders, like for a smart city initiative, is also, I think it would be a competitive edge. And I would probably add it after our experience with COVID. I would say the more and more, and so especially highlighting that our program has been like existed since 2016, and in the very first year we mainly had French-speaking students, and then since I think 2018 we shifted completely 100% in English, because we saw like a need or an interest in smart city concepts and applications from all over the world, from like students coming from all over the world. And so we thought, like, at that time, France was very much ready also to receive and to propose internships, despite the language, despite the fact that you could not maybe speak French. But I would say that after COVID, this has changed radically. And probably this is now a new skill that we actually ask or we promote, that we help students to gain by the end of the program. And it's really getting a good level of fluency in French language, really to secure your internship and like job placement after the program.
Thank you, Ariana. And thank you to all the speakers for having a fascinating and insightful discussion. Now it's time for our questions, dear attendees. So we have a first question from Angela. How can I reach out to alumni? Ariana, would you like to answer this first question, please?
How can you reach out to alumni? Well, they're here. Oh, let's say that we have, I think it's, first of all, we have set up a, let's say, a student ambassador program, which makes one of the current students enrolled for the current year as, let's say, the ambassador to help us promoting the program, and also to provide insights to prospective candidates. But also we are very much active on social media, and we have a page, a full page on LinkedIn, for example. And I would say it's really the business networks these days. So if you really want to reach out, this is like I would say is the most effective way of you know, of learning more about the program and also the career perspectives.
And you also can add about the integration weekend and the
sure, yeah,
ceremony.
Of course, yeah. Well, I was thinking of those that haven't really joined the program yet. There is also probably for those that are really engaging into the program and really deciding to join us at the beginning of every year. We organize a welcome weekend. So we go somewhere, either to the mountains or to the sea. We have lots of beautiful sceneries here in Côte d'Azur. So every year we propose a different experience. And so we join, like we combine the current generation, like, or the new generation with the just recently graduated generation. And so like for them to exchange and to you know, to spend some time getting to know each other, and you know, to keep in contact and, you know, move forwards from there.
Thank you, Ariana. So we have another question. So can we have access to the companies where alumni carried out their internships? So I can take over this question. So we share the list of the companies where our students carried out their internships in the beginning of the year with the current students, so that they can monitor closely these companies. Also, some of our alumni also share and contact us, like proposing, like telling that they have some open positions and internship positions, so that our students can apply. And additionally, companies where our students used to have their internships reach out to us directly. So because they already know us, they know our students, so they liaise directly with us, and so that we can publish the internship offers among the current students. Okay, so we have another question. Thank you very much for the webinar. Question for Antonin: where are the headquarters of Altarea? Do you have projects all over France?
So yeah, the headquarters of Altarea is in Paris, but we have also some regional headquarters everywhere in France, in every big cities with more than 100,000 people. And we have projects all over France. For example, last week, Monday I was in Lille, Tuesday in Strasbourg, Wednesday in Montpellier, and Friday and Thursday I was in Caen in Normandy. So to be honest, yeah, all over France.
Okay, thank you. At the moment we don't have any other questions, but maybe I can also add how our alumni meet with our current students. So how they interact. Also, it was the first time during our graduation ceremony, we also combined it with the alumni reunion. So it was a nice event, like to have all the students, like recent graduates and alumni from the first generations. So I think we will repeat this every year. So it will not only be graduation ceremony like for the graduates, but also it will be a great event for all the like cohorts of the MSc from the beginning, from 2016, sorry. Yes, we have another two questions. Hello, we have a question from Amar. What is the substantially defend and motivate required to join this program? I didn't understand. How can we, maybe I will rephrase, how can we motivate? What is the motivation required to join this program?
I wouldn't say, I don't know, I would say that there is no specific motivation. It should be just genuine and just, you really need to be committed to having a social impact, or really to trying to contribute to this, to making a change in cities, or also experiencing coming, like, you know, from completely zero experience, like really wanting and willing to learn more and maybe take the knowledge back. Or I wouldn't say the knowledge, because I think it's more of a sharing of experience when we come to cities development, because you know, it can really go to you know, seeing what is done here in some countries, and maybe see what these applications could be made in maybe back in your country, in other countries. I think it's not just France. I think it's everywhere in the world. I think we're all committed to reach the same kind of goals. It's, you know, sustainable development is for us, is for all, is for everyone.
Thank you. Another question. So a question from Carlos. The master's degree has benefited in some way by, has the master's degree benefited in some way by its proximity to Sofia Antipolis? I can say that in fact we have internships that yes, that occurred in the companies based in Sofia Antipolis, because yes, for sure, smart city, it's also, there is a technological part, and since it's like tech, there are so many tech companies based in Sofia Antipolis, so I can say yes, but I cannot like tell that it's our first goal, like to
artificial intelligence.
It's mostly artificial intelligence.
It's closer to the Sofia Antipolis, and in Sofia Antipolis we have the Maison, the house of artificial intelligence. So professor from artificial intelligence, they come here to teach.
Yeah. Oh yes, sure. Yes, we have a module, data and AI. So it's taught by the professors that are based in Sofia Antipolis, in fact. A question from Alejandra. Any advice for looking for a job after the MSc in France? We'll open the floor. I don't know. Antonin, Dima, Parastoo, please feel free to answer.
For example, for me, and for example, in France, you can have some job in residential developers, or in a company such as Vinci or Bouygues, which can create projects. But more than that, you can find job as consultant or in startups, because there are more and more startups about precise concepts on smart city, such as water management, smart mobility, and construction. So yeah, you can find position in France in many firms, in many sizes.
Okay, thank you. So at the moment, we don't have any other questions. So we still have 10 minutes left. I don't know. Would you like to add something?
Yes, I think I wanted to disclose a little news. I'll leave I don't know, the best part for the end. I don't know if it's the best, but I think Antonin would be probably happy about it, but I'll share with everyone. You mentioned, Eugenie, that since 2016, we have signed a cooperation agreement with Centrale Méditerranée. So it's the, let's say, prestigious engineering school based in Marseille. And so we've been receiving, let's say, gap year students from the engineering program since 2016. Let's say that finally we made it. And by September 2023, our MSc program, so I officially announce it, will become a track of a bigger Master of Science and Technology in Complex System Engineering, launched and managed by the Centrale Méditerranée. They already have 2 tracks, one in environmental management and the other one in biomedical engineering. And so we'll be the 3rd track adding up on smart cities. So we think probably the question would be, why would we join a master in complex system engineering? And probably because cities can really be seen as intricate entities, just like complex systems, and by their characteristics, because they share these internet components of different transportation system, energy systems, and small changes and inputs on one system can really affect the others. And so we think that it could actually be very, very beneficial. And so cities can operate also at multiple scales, from individual level to the neighborhood city, and regional and global levels. So decisions, events at one scale can have ripple effects across different scales. So we will add, let's say, the curriculum will evolve starting from September next year, including these complex system concepts and applications to smart cities, seeing more and more, I think, the interdependencies and the nexuses that exist between the different, let's say, sectors, being energy and influencing mobility and each other, and vice versa. So we believe that through this cooperation with this prestigious engineering school, we will gain in visibility and especially reputation, because even if we are very much visible, like Université Côte is very much visible abroad, what happens adding in a cooperation with an engineering school, French prestigious engineering school, will also add a lot of, let's say, industry interactions and connections with local companies, like based in Nice, in Marseille, but all over France, and so opportunities for partnering up with private companies, but also providing more internship opportunities for our students. So
thank you.
This is the news I wanted to share.
Thank you. So in the meantime, we received 3 other questions. So can I have a scholarship for this program? In fact, our students can apply for the French government scholarships in their countries of residence, and these scholarships are managed by Campus France. So yes, it's up to you to liaise with Campus France in your country and to see the procedure and the application requirements. But I think it's too late for this scholarship because yes, they open applications in usually in winter, and they close in March maximum April. So additionally, it's not a scholarship, but it's a kind of incentive. It's called a Student Ambassador Program. It's a partial tuition fee waiver for students that are engaged in marketing and social media activities. So they have a waiver of €2,000 on the tuition fees. That's it on the scholarship. We also have a G.A.C, one of the students that benefit from the G.A.C scholarship. It's a Canadian organization, but I think it's also it's over now. It's too late for this scholarship. Additionally, so we do not provide any internal scholarships for our students because yes, we have so intense program with the site visits, study trips, so many events, and we want everyone to benefit from these opportunities, and rather to propose a very academic program only in the classrooms. We want to diversify and to open the horizons of our students by providing these additional activities. And if we give a scholarship only to one student, it will not be like from from the equity point of view. Yes, we want everyone to benefit from the program, from these activities. We have another question. It's a question for Marwan, but fortunately he left because he had his flight, so he couldn't stay with us until the end of the webinar. What kind of roles are available in EU after graduating? I don't know,
Maybe I can answer it. I'm also a civil engineer.
Yeah.
Yes. So can you please tell us, being civil engineer, what kind of roles are available in the European Union after graduating MSc Engineers for Smart Cities?
Okay. Well, it really depends on your skills you already have. Consider this program as boosting and scaling up your skills, and also combining the new skills with the skills you already have. You have a wide range of opportunities working in water resources management, working in the green buildings, optimization of the energy in buildings also, and you can also work in the energy management of the buildings, and sustainability is in the roads and in the water treatments. So you can see that you have many options, but it really depends on your skills and how you are going to promote yourself in the market.
Thank you, Parastoo. Another question, what about part-time job opportunities inside campus during our studies? Any study-oriented job can we find inside campus?
I think there are a few, though there are applications deadlines that might apply. And basically there are, I think the library, the university library often looks for extra help, or the G.A.C, which is the let's say the restaurant services for the university. They have this kind of like part-time jobs, or maybe the Mediatek, like the language centers. I think they also look for part-time job, but you might need to be speaking French though, so that is a skill, a must.
Thank you, Ariana. Do you have some reports, France or European Union level, about the business to government business model success results? I think it's a question more to IMRED, because yes, we are a MSc program within IMRED, but it's like a part. I think it's a question more for our engineers.
Yeah, I think because especially we do have a business model module during the program, and unfortunately none of us teaches this module, and so probably the professors they would be a better source of information for this, to answer this kind of questions. But if I understood well your question,
business to government,
about business to government, business model success, results, and traction. No, this is actually something that you probably will learn during the program. But again, I would just definitely give like a very like too simplistic answer. So I wouldn't delve into it.
Another question for alumni: which are the best domain knowledge or competence you are developed at university and used before in smart city work field?
You say it again?
So it's for alumni, which are the best, because it's written a bit, which are the best domain knowledge or competence that you have developed at university and used before in the smart city work field?
Correct. Later.
Used later, yes, okay. I will repeat once again. Which are the best domain knowledge or competence that you have developed at university and used later in the smart city work field? So it's up to you, alumni. Dima? Can you please answer?
Yes, actually, during the modules, we have like several modules in the program, and I think for me, every module teaches me something about my proper work. So I'm a mechanical engineer, but for example, the business module was very effective for me to develop my way of thinking and to improve my career. And for the AI and the IoT, I'm very grateful to have these two modules because they are very helping me now with the integration of new technologies in my work. So all the modules are very effective for all the job sectors. For me, smart city is a complete task. So you cannot learn about only one thing. You need to learn about everything and how everything is connected very well together. So everything that I've learned, I'm using it in my work now.
Parastoo, Antonin, can you please add something?
Yes, I actually totally agree with Dima. The combination of the courses showed us actually that you don't have to stick only in one domain. When you enter to the market of smart cities, it's better to have a wide knowledge and then go deeper into one knowledge. For me, in my case, I'm working in the artificial intelligence and also energy management, both of which we've learned in the program. So it's not only, and also I also use the business management module. So it's really important to understand how different topics are connected together in the smart cities concept. It's not only one thing that works for this topic.
Thank you. Antonin?
I agree with Dima and Parastoo, and for my case, I would say 3 modules I used a lot. Urban planning, thanks to you, Matteo, and and also a business model of smart cities, and last resiliency. It's a module. I don't know if it's still learned today, but to be honest, it's something when we talk about urban development and according to climate change, which is very important today.
Thank you. Thank you, Antonin. So we don't have any questions anymore, just some thank you messages. So and it's already the time to end our webinar. So I want to thank all of you for your participation. So dear alumni, thank you so much for sharing your experiences, career journeys, and valuable insights. I want to thank you, dear attendees, for taking your time to attend this webinar and to ask your questions. I would like also to thank our technical team, Antonio, that worked behind the scenes and made this webinar possible. As we conclude the session, I encourage everyone to stay connected with us through the social media. So have a great day and see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.